Right, so this log is essentially a kind of amalgamation of the previous week of week 11 and the start of the current week, because of context of a bit of that week being able to go over to this one and me being able to continue doing a bit of experimentation, but I have to be really quick and efficient with doing it in order to reasonably get it one time. But I was getting busy to do it this week and I need to fix this background. But yeah, I worked on getting a new AI during week 11 and it's into this week. And if I can wait for this to actually blooming work, yeah, it seems like this can be quite slow sometimes. Basically, I got a new AI using some of the feedback I got on my form, and I used that feedback, and I used the videos they linked to me directly. Like, it was quite nice of them, they directly linked me videos to create a new AI for Richie. And originally, the animations, like this is how it was by the end of last week, week 11 that is, the animations didn't work, and I couldn't figure out why for a while, but I eventually figured out that the reason they weren't working was because the animators themselves were still referencing Richie V1, or this guy's called Richie V2. So I fixed that, and hey presto, it started working. If it'll start playing, that'll be very nice. Again, it's very slow sometimes. It's really quite annoying, I must say. Oh, and as you can see, that's the mic detection. You can tell how loud I'm being, but yeah. Still need to fix this. I should join this week. But the animation plays the one sequence. I still don't know why, but something else I added a bunch more of those little comic books because that was one of the suggestions on feedback. And as you can see, there's Richie's new AI. He'll chase me down, and you might remember before he'd basically run, stop, run again, stop, stuff like that. Just acting real stupid. And yeah, actually, I should fix this. Hold on. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh! I should just... It's going to clip it in ugly. I think I'm just going to put it back how it was before, because honestly, the Richie's AI at least works with it back then. Even if it's a bit less decorative, it's better to be functional than to just look nice. Certainly proves more skills, I'd say, in the games industry. So his AI, as you can see, is a lot less slow. He also his detection is better than it was before, and he knows where you are for 5 seconds after you've left his view thing, so he can realistically follow you around. And then as soon as he sees you again, it kind of returns to that. So if I'm able to run around like this, he shouldn't know I'm here. I'm in this room, so that means he can't physically get me. Oh, but he could see me. Right, so it's a good thing there's an area back here where he can't see you. Which he has disappeared. Oh my goodness. And it's quite terrifying when he's chasing you. It'd be a lot scarier if I added background hacking music to this. That was another suggestion, but I haven't done that yet. Right, other stuff I did during that week would include I 3D modelled a window object, and I'll show you that now. The bottom floor one is over here. As you can see, I put the buildings opposite number 10 over there. I had to light them up because of weird issues with the lightness. And over there's an Easter egg of Batman, as is in all levels in my game, because, well, largely just because I thought it'd be funny. It's kind of like a little running gag kind of thing. Yeah. And if you go up here to upstairs, I also changed the lights to be yellow or goldish. I always found out that you can in fact get back there, but I don't think it's too big an issue, and I don't think I should have to worry about it. Since if you manage to do that, you know what you're doing, and you're clearly meaning to get back there. You're not going to accidentally do this. So I'm just gonna go back, and I hope I'm able to make this recording a bit focused at least. Here's the look at the outside. I just got a picture of a starry nightscape, and as you see there is Queen Elizabeth II's ghost, because someone suggested I add her, but I didn't want her to be an antagonist or anything. As you can see, is canonically deceased by this point, since this is in 2023. I just put a ghost. I added a few more things in here, like the Nutty, some Spider-Man stuff, Defenders, Incredible Hulk, some DS games, just some miscellaneous decor, but something. I also made this blue because I thought it would be a nice contrast, and so I'm pretty sure there's political parties that use the colour blue. I can't remember what they are called. I think these barrels are new as well. I've done a lot of actual changing of minor bits of the layout throughout this. And in terms of those layout changes, there's also, if I go down here, and this is the fastest available route, I just hope I don't crash into Richie. I crashed into Richie. Right, Richie, go away. It's not your time to shine. I want to record. Right, it's over here basically. There's a bunch of new magazines that I added under a table. I also 3D modelled that table. One of the magazines I'm a little concerned about, because after looking back at recording, some of the characters took a bit. Yeah, and I don't really like the positions they put them in. But the specific cover I got, I think, seems harmless enough. So I was just looking at comic books that had recently been released. I wasn't thinking too harshly about what they actually were. Yeesh. But I guess that is the kind of thing we should be into. Well, I shouldn't make accusations like that. It's the kind of things Richie would be into. My character. Right. What else have I added? Go on, kill me. I think I accidentally deleted the UI elements, so I had to redo them. So I moved them over so they'd be just next to the Ready for Richie thing, but I also had to move the Ready for Richie over, so you might notice that the menus are a little different. Same with this menu. Settings still doesn't do anything, but yeah. Also, the logo disappeared partway through development, so I just added it back. Maybe a few out of bounds alterations have been made as well, but they're not too important. Right, I need to think about what else I've actually changed. What else? Oh yes, a pretty major thing is the mic. There is genuine mic input, as you can see. That is how loud I'm being. So if I'm silent, say low. If I start talking, if I start shouting, ah! As you can see, it goes up much higher. You might have noticed this throughout my recording, but not knowing what it was doing. But those numbers represent the. I'm not sure what it's being measured in, but it basically represents the overall volume that's being detected. And when I go in here, it does load the bar on the side, but for whatever reason, it's not actually working properly. Whoops. Because I also, it's when I moved the UI in here and some stuff was very confusing. I deleted the folder. It ends up deleting all the stuff. Right, the hiding soundbar, as I've called it. Once it loads, might be here a while again. Speaking of all this, I am a little concerned about being able to actually get all my experimentation and everything done this time, but I guess if I really try, if I really knuckle down and refuse to get distracted, I might be able to. Which may be difficult since it's the last week and I want to have a fun time, but right, this progress bar, I have it set up to connect to Git%1. If I go to graph, Git%1 is Git%1 goes to return node, character ref, which is a reference to the first person character. It gets the sound variable from them, doubles it, because I noticed it was quite low on them. Then it returns that. So that's its return. And the event graph, event construct, it basically just get all back to the class first person character, get set character ref to that. So that's how the character ref is connected into that. So that's how it exports that. And you think the return nodes, because that's meant to be returning that out. You think when it returned, it would then be like, alright, so this is connected to this. That means the return will go to how full it is, because that's how I control the filled bits. But no, it's just refusing, and honest God, I do not know why. Because it does render if I force it to render, and I do want it to just that. I'd even made custom sprites for it, but they don't. I can't figure out how sprites work in this thing. If I go over to materials, you can see it on UI, soundbar. I've added those. Not sure why this is just blank. It really shouldn't be. Other things, I've segmented video game colours into different things. For the flat cat is now Elizabeth. It's not all that much else. I need to update this background because I need to add a glitchy Rishi, a glitchy, yeah, glitchy Sunak. I need to add that in the background. I need to basically just edit the theme of my site, but that's a bit cool. Yeah. So a lot I need to work quite hard on, but overall that's how the week went. Plus today, which leaves 4 days left, which means I need to make these 4 days of hell. Otherwise, the last day I feel real bad about myself. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll do my best, and yeah, that's the best. That's all I can do my best. I have regrets. I should have done better in the earlier weeks. I shouldn't have slacked off on weekends, but these are things that I learn for future. Hopefully next year when I do a film course I'm planning to do, I'm more sensible of my time and don't get too distracted, especially on the FMP. I hope grades aren't entirely judged based on FMP. I hope that's just a fair bit of it. Again, I have regrets about previous projects, but whatever. That's not related to this week in particular. This week I've tried fairly hard and all that. Yeah, that's about it. I'll end the video now.